Goodbye proteinuria. 3 drinks seniors must have and 4 you should never touch. That morning glass of orange juice? You drink it for the vital dose of vitamin C. You diligently drink your 8 glasses of water, confident you're helping your kidneys flush out toxins. You even switch to diet soda, thinking you've cleverly outsmarted sugar. But the latest science reveals a surprising pattern, showing how some of these most trusted daily drinks can actually be silent saboteurs, working against your kidneys and triggering proteinuria behind the scenes. So how can these trusted habits be the problem? Before we reveal the answers, we have to ask, out of all the things you drink each day, which one do you secretly suspect might be working against your kidneys? Let us know in the comments below. We're reading every single one. In this video, we're going to unmask 4 of these hidden culprits. And then, we'll arm you with the 3 hero drinks to fight back. And you will want to watch until the very end. Because the number 1 hero we'll share isn't just the most effective. It's also one that's likely sitting in your kitchen right now. Just so you know, everything in this video is grounded in peer-reviewed research, completely free from marketing bias or miracle cure claims. We've sifted through the science so you can make smart, informed decisions about your health. 4 worst drinks to avoid for kidneys. 4. Energy drinks. Kicking off our list of culprits at number 4, the energy drink. And the primary threat is a sudden, severe condition called acute kidney injury, or AKI for short. In fact, a major systematic review identified AKI as the most common kidney-related outcome of consuming energy drinks, accounting for 4 out of every 7 reported cases. The question is, why? Single ingredient, but a dangerous synergy, a perfect storm inside the body. It starts with a flood of sugar that overwhelms the system. These drinks contain 40 to 55 grams of sugar per standard can, with some extreme versions packing up to 78 grams. That's equivalent to 20 teaspoons of pure sugar. The American Heart Association, AHA, recommends adults consume no more than 25 to 36 grams, about 6 to 9 teaspoons, of added sugar per day. A single energy drink can deliver more than triple that recommended amount. Also, a typical drink contains between 160 to 300 milligrams of caffeine per 16-ounce serving, with some extreme brands reaching up to 350 milligrams. To put that in perspective, health experts recommend no more than 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine per day total. That means just one could deliver nearly your entire daily caffeine allowance. And here's the critical insight. This isn't simply a mathematical addition. Caffeine plus sugar plus taurine equals trouble. This is exponential damage. The massive caffeine dose creates a harsh jolt that spikes blood pressure and strains your cardiovascular system. Simultaneously, the sugar tsunami overwhelms your kidney's filtration capacity, potentially leading to proteinuria as your kidneys struggle to cope. When these ingredients combine with other stimulants like taurine, they create a synergistic assault that's far more dangerous than the sum of its individual parts. And the entire formula is delivered as an ultra-processed food, a category that the highest level of scientific evidence, a meta-analysis, now links to a significantly higher risk of chronic kidney disease, or CKD for short. Moreover, energy drinks often pack in phosphorus and sodium additives, which can put extra strain on your kidneys when it comes to processing these minerals. One 2025 case report documented a 20-year-old man, thinking he was simply boosting his energy, suffered AKI after drinking 6 cans a day for just 1 week. That's a threshold far lower than many people might think. Our advice is therefore unequivocal. The only safe amount is none. And for those considering the sugar-free option, please understand, you might dodge the sugar tsunami, but you can't escape the caffeine storm. So what are the safer alternatives? If you need an energy boost, try green tea for a gentler caffeine lift without the sugar crash. A handful of nuts provides sustained energy through healthy fats and protein. For that afternoon slump, a 5-minute walk or some deep breathing exercises can provide natural energy without any risk to your kidneys. 3. Alcoholic drinks. Is alcohol a friend or a foe to your kidneys? The scientific answer is surprisingly complex, and it revolves around something called the J-curve. A massive 2023 study combined results from 11 separate studies involving over 14.6 million people. The findings confirmed this puzzling J-shaped pattern. Light drinking of 12 grams per day or less was associated with a 13% lower risk of protein in the urine, or proteinuria, compared to non-drinkers. But as consumption climbed to heavy drinking levels of 36 to 60 grams per day, the risk flipped, increasing by 9% compared to those who abstained completely. So, at the lowest doses, there appears to be some protective effect against proteinuria. However, even the researchers who conducted this massive analysis emphasize a critical point. These results are counterintuitive and need much more study before anyone should consider them as health recommendations. The relationship between alcohol and kidney health is far too complex and uncertain to suggest that people start drinking for kidney protection. The protective window is so narrow, and the risks of crossing into harmful territory are so significant that the safest approach remains clear moderation or avoidance entirely. Now, how does this seemingly protective substance turn into a villain? At higher doses, alcohol launches a two-pronged attack. First, it wages a war of attrition through dehydration. By increasing urine output, it reduces vital blood flow, forcing your kidneys to operate under stressful, low fluid conditions. At the same time, it raises your blood pressure. This launches a direct assault on the delicate filters inside your kidneys, potentially triggering proteinuria. Adding to the complexity, a 2019 study on healthy young men revealed that alcohol can create a biphasic blood pressure effect, initially lowering it, then causing a rebound spike while keeping heart rate elevated throughout. This sustained increase in heart rate forces your kidneys to work harder, as they must filter blood that's being pumped at an accelerated pace. So what does this mean for your daily choices? If you choose to drink, understanding the numbers is crucial. 12 grams of alcohol equals roughly one standard drink, a 12-ounce beer, 5-ounce glass of wine, or 1.5 ounces of spirits. Staying within this narrow protective window means limiting yourself to one drink per day maximum, and importantly, not every day. The J-curve's protection appears to come from very moderate, occasional consumption. But here is the critical takeaway. For anyone with existing kidney concerns, high blood pressure, or taking medications, that protective part of the J-curve effectively disappears. Kidneys that are already working hard have lost their reserve capacity. They can't effectively manage the dehydrating effects or the spike in blood pressure that alcohol delivers. For them, the attack begins with the very first drink. And hey, if this feels helpful so far, let us know you're out there by tapping that like button. It tells us to keep making content just like this. 2. Dairy milk. This next culprit is perhaps the most difficult to talk about because for most of our lives, it's been seen as a pillar of good nutrition. Dairy milk. It's rich in calcium, packed with protein, but that's also where the problem starts. The animal protein in milk, about 8 grams per cup, can create acid loading that damages kidney cells and triggers hyperfiltration, forcing kidneys into chronic overdrive. This also increases blood flow to your kidneys and ramps up the pressure inside their tiny filtering units, potentially leading to proteinuria. Moreover, milk is too rich in the very minerals that compromised kidneys struggle to handle: phosphorus and potassium. For healthy kidneys, filtering these minerals is a routine task. But for kidneys already operating at reduced capacity, like in stage 3 to 5 CKD, and this is common in seniors, that same mineral load isn't routine, it's a constant pressure. The very nutrients that define milk's strength become the source of this damaging overload. When these minerals accumulate in compromised kidneys, the consequences extend far beyond kidney function. Excess phosphorus in the bloodstream can disrupt bone metabolism and cause calcium to deposit in your arteries, essentially turning your blood vessels into hardened pipes and increasing one's risk of death from heart disease. Meanwhile, elevated potassium levels create an even more immediate threat: dangerous heart rhythm disturbances that can progress to cardiac arrest. This isn't opinion or theory. It's a core principle from the world's leading kidney experts, Key. And the numbers show why. Take phosphorus. A single glass of 2% milk contains over 250 milligrams and 383 milligrams of potassium. And if you think switching to fat-free milk is the solution, think again. Skim milk actually contains even more potassium at 409 milligrams per glass. For someone on a kidney diet, that's a substantial portion of their daily mineral limits, in just one glass. Remember, this extends beyond just milk itself. Dairy products like yogurt, ice cream, and pudding are equally loaded with phosphorus and potassium, often in even higher concentrations due to their processing and additives. If you do choose dairy, limit portions to half a cup and pair it with phosphorus binders if your doctor recommends them. 1. Sugar-sweetened beverages, SSBs. When you hear sugary drinks, your mind probably jumps to soda. But the official definition of sugar-sweetened beverages, or SSBs, is far broader. It's the sweetened iced tea, the fruit punch, the sport drinks, and yes, the energy drinks we just discussed. So what actually happens inside your body when you drink one? It begins with an immediate shock to your system. The sugar load, mainly fructose, triggers a blood sugar spike, placing your kidneys under filtration strain and increasing the risk of proteinuria. Worse still, the fructose metabolism generates uric acid, a known toxin to kidney cells, while physiological studies show these drinks can constrict the kidney's own blood vessels, reducing their blood supply. This cumulative assault has a surprisingly low tipping point. A 2024 UK Biobank study of nearly 200,000 people found that just one of these drinks per day heightens the risk of CKD by 45%. But here's the shocking twist. Artificially sweetened beverages were even worse, raising CKD risk by 52%. This means that diet sodas and zero-calorie drinks aren't the safe harbor many people believe them to be, and may actually increase your risk of developing proteinuria. So what's the practical way forward? Start with the simplest swap. Replace one sugary drink per day with water infused with lemon, cucumber, or mint for natural flavor without the risk. If you crave carbonation, choose plain sparkling water and add a splash of 100% fruit juice. Just a tablespoon gives flavor while keeping sugar minimal. For caffeine needs, unsweetened tea or black coffee are infinitely safer than energy drinks or sodas. And here's a game-changing tip. When you do drink something sweet, have it with a meal rather than alone. The food helps slow sugar absorption and reduces kidney shock. Listening to that list of hidden threats can be disheartening. But here's the good news. For every single threat we've identified, nature offers a powerful solution. For every challenge to your health, there is a hero ready to help. 3 drinks to reduce proteinuria. 3. Homemade lemonade. Lemon water. Behind this simple facade lies a highly effective biochemical agent. Its benefit has nothing to do with detoxing, and everything to do with a single crucial compound that acts as a secret weapon against kidney stones: citrate. For those who already have protein in their urine, an early warning sign of kidney disease, preventing kidney stones becomes absolutely critical. When stones develop in kidneys that are already compromised, they can trigger acute damage on top of existing chronic disease, creating a dangerous double assault that can permanently worsen kidney function. Here's the elegant science. The most common kidney stones are formed when tiny calcium and oxalate particles pair up in the urine. Citrate is the great disruptor of this process. It swoops in and binds with the calcium first, forming a new compound that stays harmlessly dissolved. By intercepting the calcium, it leaves the oxalate with no partner to bond with. Citrus-based drinks like lemonade also gently raise your urine's pH, making it more alkaline rather than acidic. This shift creates a less hospitable environment for certain types of kidney stones to form, particularly uric acid stones, which thrive in acidic conditions. Additionally, a more alkaline urine pH can help reduce the burden on your kidneys to buffer excess acid. And this isn't just a theory, it's a measurable biochemical fact. However, we should acknowledge that real-world results can be more nuanced. A 2021 clinical trial followed 203 patients with recurrent calcium oxalate stones for 2 years. One group added 120 milliliters of fresh lemon juice daily to their standard diet, while the control group followed the standard diet alone. While the study showed mixed results on stone prevention, it confirmed that lemon water significantly improves citrate levels in those who need it most. A 2017 meta-analysis that reviewed multiple clinical trials confirmed it. Consuming citrus products like lemon leads to a significant and protective increase of citrate levels in the urine. It proves the disruptors are reporting for duty. And the best part is how simple it is to put this drink to work. The effective dose is simply the juice of half a lemon in a glass of water each day. But, and this is a critical distinction, this means homemade lemon water. Commercial lemonades are often just sugar delivery systems in disguise. They are not heroes, they are culprits. Fresh lemons also contain higher citrate levels. Drink through a straw to protect tooth enamel from citric acid, and rinse your mouth with plain water afterward to neutralize acidity. 2. Green tea. Our next hero is a familiar staple, green tea. But to understand its true power for kidney health, we need to look beyond the tea leaf and focus on the potent compound it delivers. A powerful antioxidant called EGCG. This, according to a major meta-analysis, is the real hero of the story. EGCG operates with a brilliant two-step defensive strategy. First, it acts as an elite firefighting squad, neutralizing the embers of chronic inflammation that damage kidney tissue. But it's not just about damage control, it then rebuilds your defenses. EGCG activates a master switch in your cells, reinforcing their internal antioxidant shield against future attacks. But does this cellular-level activity translate to real-world results? The most powerful evidence comes from Mendelian randomization research, which studies people born with genetic variants that naturally make them drink more tea. Since these genetic differences are inherited randomly and separate from lifestyle choices, researchers can isolate tea's actual effects on kidney health without the usual confounding factors like diet or exercise habits. The results were clear. Each additional cup of tea per day was linked to a nearly 20% lower risk of developing CKD stages 3 to 5, along with significantly better kidney function overall. Even more remarkably, higher tea consumption was associated with a 24% lower risk of proteinuria. Real-world data backs up these genetic insights. A 2025 analysis of over 17,000 people with kidney disease from the NHANES database found that those in early stages of CKD who drank up to 4 cups of tea daily had an 11% lower risk of death from any cause compared to non-tea drinkers. And if you're concerned about kidney stones, a 2019 study delivered striking results. Among women with calcium-rich urine who were prone to stones, those who drank green tea daily had 0 cases of the most common type of kidney stone compared to 42% of non-tea drinkers. So the evidence is clear that green tea is a powerful ally in fighting proteinuria and protecting kidney function. But to truly equip your body's defenders, how you drink it matters. The first key is in the preparation. Food chemistry shows that boiling water can destroy the delicate EGCG compounds. So to maximize their power, let the water cool slightly before you brew. You can re-steep the same leaves 2 to 3 times throughout the day, getting fresh antioxidants with each brew while reducing waste. The second key is avoiding a common deception: most bottled green teas. They are simply sugar-sweetened beverages in disguise, and the sugar load completely cancels out any potential benefit. 1. Black coffee. For years, coffee has been at the center of a heated health debate. Is it a friend or a foe to your kidneys? The key is to understand that coffee isn't one thing. It's a complex mix of two key players. On one hand, you have the heroes, powerful antioxidants like chlorogenic acid and melanoidins. Meta-analyses confirm these compounds fight the cellular-level inflammation that threatens long-term kidney health. On the other hand, there's the wild card, caffeine. How your body reacts to caffeine is deeply personal, determined by your genetics. So when you weigh the protective compounds against the genetic variable, what's the net result for most people? The final verdict comes from a massive 2021 meta-analysis of over 500,000 individuals. This study pooled data from 12 separate research studies and found that coffee drinkers had a 14% lower risk of developing CKD, with those drinking 2 or more cups daily showing even greater protection than lighter drinkers. The same analysis found that coffee consumption was linked to an 18% lower risk of end-stage kidney disease, the most severe form requiring dialysis or transplant. Coffee drinkers also showed a 19% lower risk of proteinuria, and remarkably, a 28% lower risk of death related to kidney disease. These findings weren't isolated. A separate 2020 study confirmed similar protection, showing approximately 13% lower CKD risk among coffee drinkers. And if you're concerned about kidney stones, a 2022 analysis of nearly 800,000 people delivered more good news. Those with the highest caffeine intake had a 32% lower risk of developing kidney stones. The conclusion: coffee drinkers had a 14% lower risk of CKD and an 18% lower risk of end-stage kidney disease. This proves that, on balance, coffee is a hero in the fight against proteinuria. At the cellular level, caffeine works by blocking adenosine A1 receptors in the kidney's tiny blood vessels, causing them to dilate and increase blood flow and filtration rate. However, coffee's impact isn't uniform across all people. Genetic variants in the CYP1A2 gene determine how quickly you metabolize caffeine. Slow metabolizers retain caffeine longer and may face higher risks from excessive consumption. So, how do you get the good without the bad? The strategy is simple. First, drink it black. Creamers and sugar don't just add calories, they add a heavy mineral load that can cancel out the benefits. Second, time your last cup before 2 p.m. Late-day caffeine can disrupt sleep, which indirectly harms kidney health. Use paper filters instead of metal ones. They remove caffeistal compounds that can raise cholesterol and potentially stress your cardiovascular system. Third, listen to your body. If coffee makes you feel anxious or jittery, you may be a slow metabolizer of caffeine. For you, less is truly more. Avoid dialysis. 6 tasty 3-ingredient drinks to cleanse and protect your kidneys. Every month, 37 million Americans are walking around with kidney disease, and 90% have absolutely no idea their kidneys are quietly failing. They're planning retirement or booking that dream vacation while their kidneys are silently losing the ability to keep them alive. The math is brutal. Dialysis costs $7,500 every single month. That's $90,000 a year. Enough to buy a luxury car annually, except instead of driving anywhere, you're spending 12 hours a week hooked to a machine just to stay alive. Compare that to what we're sharing today. $20 a month on simple 3-ingredient daily drinks that could keep you off that machine entirely. Your kidneys aren't asking for miracles. They're not demanding some expensive superfood from the Amazon rainforest or a supplement that costs more than your cable bill. They're asking for something almost embarrassingly simple. 3 ingredients, mixed in your own kitchen. And here's the beautiful irony. While you're sipping these surprisingly delicious combinations, you're not just preventing dialysis, you're actually enjoying yourself. No choking down bitter medicine, no expensive supplements that taste like chalk. Just real flavors that make you look forward to your evening routine while quietly giving your kidneys exactly what they need to stay strong for decades to come. So what'll it be? Spending some minutes learning how to make these kidney-protecting drinks? Or years wishing you had? 6. Lemon ginger honey water. This isn't some extreme 3-day kidney cleanse that promises miracles but delivers emergency room visits. Real kidney cleansing is not about aggressive flushing or dramatic detoxes that shock your system. It's about gentle, consistent support that gives your kidneys exactly what they need to clean themselves naturally. And this simple 3-ingredient drink does precisely that. The citric acid in fresh lemon juice acts like a microscopic bodyguard, preventing minerals from clumping together into painful kidney stones that could eventually damage your filtering system and push you toward dialysis. In a study of 203 people who'd already suffered through kidney stones, those who drank just 60 milliliters of lemon juice twice daily had significantly fewer recurrences over 2 years. That's real cleansing in action. But this golden elixir doesn't stop at stone prevention. The ginger brings serious anti-inflammatory power that directly addresses one of the root causes of kidney failure. In a clinical trial with 36 dialysis patients, just 1 gram of ginger daily reduced fasting blood sugar by an impressive 20% after 10 weeks. Since diabetes is the leading cause of kidney damage, that warming spice is literally fighting the disease that destroys kidneys. Meanwhile, the vitamin C from lemon works as a potent antioxidant, neutralizing the harmful free radicals that accumulate throughout the day. To make this kidney cleansing drink, grate a small piece of fresh ginger, about ½ inch for beginners, though you can build up your tolerance gradually. Squeeze 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice and add 1 teaspoon of raw honey to 250 milliliters of warm water. The key word here is warm, not hot. Think comfortable tea temperature that won't shock your digestive system awake. For those who want convenience without compromising effectiveness, try making a ginger honey concentrate. Combine 15 grams of fresh grated ginger with 100 milliliters of raw honey, store it in your refrigerator for up to a week. Then simply add 1 tablespoon of this concentrate plus fresh lemon juice to warm water each evening. For the honey lovers, seek out raw, unprocessed varieties. They still contain natural enzymes. You'll find these at farmers markets or health stores, often with labels reading unfiltered or unpasteurized. When shopping for ginger, choose pieces with smooth, tight skin and no soft spots or wrinkled areas. Fresh ginger should feel firm and release that distinctive spicy aroma when you scrape the skin. For lemons, look for fruits that feel heavy for their size with bright yellow, thin skin. These contain more juice and kidney-cleansing citric acid. Avoid lemons with thick, bumpy skin or green patches, as they're less ripe and more bitter. One gentle precaution. If you're taking blood-thinning medications, ginger can amplify their effects, so check with your doctor first. Ready for something that turns your kitchen into a spa? Our next kidney protector will infuse your homes with healing scents. 5. Apple cinnamon infused water. Imagine the cozy aroma of warm apple pie wafting through your kitchen, except instead of sugar and butter, you're creating medicine. If you have kidney disease, many fruits can overwhelm your kidneys with potassium. Apples are naturally low in this mineral, making them safe for people with kidney concerns. But don't mistake safe for weak. The polyphenols in apples act like tiny maintenance workers, reducing the strain on your kidneys by neutralizing oxidative stress before it can cause lasting damage. Plus, cinnamon works as a natural blood sugar regulator, helping prevent the glucose spikes. When your blood sugar stays stable, your kidneys can focus on their cleaning job instead of fighting diabetes damage. Here's how to make it. Slice 1 medium apple, skin on for maximum polyphenol power, and add 2 Ceylon cinnamon sticks to 2 liters of fresh water. Let this aromatic combination infuse for 12 to 24 hours in your refrigerator, allowing time for those protective compounds to slowly dissolve into your water. The result is a subtly sweet warming drink that tastes like liquid comfort while protecting you from future dialysis. Store it in glass containers and consume within 3 days for optimal freshness and potency. Sip it between meals rather than on an empty stomach, as the natural fruit acids can sometimes cause mild digestive upset in sensitive individuals. The best approach is enjoying a glass mid-afternoon or early evening. When shopping for apples, choose varieties based on your taste preferences. Honeycrisp and Gala apples create naturally sweet infusions, while Granny Smith adds a pleasant tartness that some find more refreshing. The key is using fresh, firm apples without soft spots or wrinkled skin. For cinnamon, seek out Ceylon variety rather than the common cassia type. Ceylon is milder and safer for daily consumption. One important consideration: while cinnamon is generally safe, it can interact with diabetes medications by enhancing their blood sugar-lowering effects. If you're taking any diabetes drugs, consult your doctor about potential dose adjustments. Don't forget that the real surprise is our #1 kidney protector, which is so simple, you probably walked past all 3 ingredients at the grocery store yesterday. Now ready for our next kidney protector? It brings the refreshing spirit of Mexican agua fresca to your daily routine. 4. Watermelon mint lime juice. The combination of watermelon's natural sweetness, mint's cooling freshness, and lime's bright tartness creates a drink that tastes like vacation in a glass. Watermelon is 92% water, making it nature's gentle hydration therapy for your kidneys. But this isn't just about fluid intake. Watermelon contains citrulline, a compound that improves blood circulation by relaxing blood vessels. Better circulation means better oxygen and nutrient delivery to your kidneys, helping them work more efficiently. The fruit also acts as a mild, natural diuretic, encouraging your kidneys to flush out waste without the harsh effects of prescription diuretics that can actually damage kidney function over time. Lime brings great kidney stone prevention to this refreshing mix. Just like lemon, the citrate in lime juice binds to calcium in your system, preventing the formation of calcium oxalate crystals that can grow into painful stones and damage your filtering system. Meanwhile, mint contains antioxidants that help reduce inflammation throughout your body, including in your kidneys. Ready to mix this up? Blend 200 grams of fresh watermelon chunks with 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice and 3 to 4 fresh mint leaves. Add about 50 milliliters of water if you prefer a lighter consistency. Pulse gently to avoid overprocessing the watermelon seeds, then strain through a fine mesh for the smoothest texture. For the best kidney cleansing benefits, drink this within a few hours of making it. The vitamin C and other protective compounds start breaking down once exposed to air and light. Enjoy it in the late afternoon rather than evening. That mild diuretic effect can disrupt sleep if consumed too close to bedtime. When selecting watermelon, choose fruit that feels heavy for its size and produces a hollow sound when tapped. Look for the sugar spot, a creamy yellow patch on the bottom where the watermelon sat on the ground. This indicates proper ripeness and maximum sweetness. The rind should have clear, contrasting stripes rather than dull, faded lines. For mint, spearmint offers a milder, sweeter flavor that pairs beautifully with watermelon, while peppermint provides a stronger, more cooling effect. Choose bright green leaves without brown spots or wilting edges. Store fresh mint in the refrigerator with stems and water covered with a plastic bag. One important consideration for people with diabetes: while watermelon has a low glycemic load, it still contains natural sugars. Monitor your blood sugar response and consider having smaller portions or pairing this drink with a small amount of protein to slow sugar absorption. Curious about the science behind it all? We've linked the studies that support everything we've shared. You'll find them down in the description box. Coming up, the tropical drink that tastes like vacation but works like a pharmacy. 3. Pineapple coconut turmeric juice. This tropical combination delivers the sweet tart brightness of pineapple, the creamy richness of coconut water, and the warm, earthy undertone of turmeric, like sipping a healthy piña colada that actually protects your kidneys instead of taxing them. Pineapple brings bromelain, a potent enzyme that reduces inflammation throughout your body, including in your kidneys. Bromelain specifically targets the inflammatory chemicals that contribute to kidney damage, helping preserve your filtering system before dialysis becomes necessary. Plus, pineapple contains significantly less potassium than other tropical fruits, making it safer for people already dealing with kidney disease. Coconut water provides magnesium, a mineral that helps relax blood vessels and supports healthy blood pressure. Crucial since high blood pressure is the second leading cause of kidney failure. This natural magnesium works gently with your body's systems, unlike synthetic supplements or additives found in sports drinks that can sometimes cause digestive upset. Meanwhile, turmeric contributes curcumin, the golden compound that has been shown to reduce proteinuria, the leaking of protein into urine that signals kidney damage. In a 2022 review of chronic kidney disease patients, those taking curcumin showed significantly less protein leakage. Want to blend this tropical medicine? Combine 200 milliliters of fresh coconut water with 50 grams of fresh pineapple chunks, about 1 thick slice, and 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Blend until smooth and enjoy. Unlike some of our other kidney-protecting drinks, this tropical blend doesn't store well. The bromelain enzyme in pineapple begins breaking down other nutrients within hours, and turmeric can develop a bitter aftertaste when exposed to light and air. This is definitely a make and drink immediately situation, but the good news is it takes less than 2 minutes to prepare fresh each time. For the best kidney-protecting benefits, enjoy this in the morning or before light exercise when your body can best utilize the anti-inflammatory compounds. The timing matters because turmeric works most effectively when your circulation is active. When shopping for pineapple, choose fruit with golden yellow skin and a sweet, fragrant aroma at the base. The leaves should pull out easily when the fruit is ripe. Avoid pineapples with soft spots, dark patches, or a fermented smell. For coconut water, fresh young coconut provides the best mineral profile, but high-quality packaged versions work well too. Just check that the only ingredient listed is coconut water. While turmeric powder is convenient and shelf-stable, fresh turmeric root offers a milder, more complex flavor with slightly higher curcumin content. Use about 1/2 inch of fresh root in place of the 1/4 teaspoon of powder. The fresh version creates a more vibrant color and cleaner taste, though it requires peeling and grating. Turmeric can stain everything it touches, so use glass containers only and clean your blender promptly. A quick tip: lemon juice removes turmeric stains from surfaces and hands. One important precaution: turmeric can interact with blood-thinning medications by amplifying their effects. If you're taking warfarin or similar medications, consult your doctor before making this drink part of your routine. Next up, we're adding bubbles to kidney protection, and yes, it tastes as good as it sounds. 2. Guava Lime Sparkling Water. The natural sweetness of guava pairs with lime's bright acidity and sparkling water to create a drink that tastes like your favorite fruit soda, except this one actually helps prevent dialysis instead of contributing to kidney damage. Guava, with a glycemic index between 12 and 29, is remarkably gentle on blood sugar levels, making it safe for people with diabetes, the leading cause of kidney failure. To put this in perspective, a 12-ounce can of regular soda contains about 39 grams of sugar, while 2 medium guavas provide only 15 grams of natural sugar, along with 9 grams of fiber. The high fiber content slows sugar absorption even further, preventing the glucose spikes that gradually destroy kidney blood vessels. Additionally, guava is packed with vitamin C and antioxidants that actively protect your kidney cells from the daily oxidative damage. Lime brings the same kidney stone prevention power we discussed earlier. The sparkling water adds pure refreshment without any of the phosphoric acid, artificial sweeteners, or sodium additives that make commercial sodas so harmful to kidney function. Follow these simple steps to create this sparkling kidney protector. Blend 2 medium guavas with a small amount of water. Add just enough water to help your blender move, about 2 to 3 tablespoons, and blend in short pulses rather than continuously to avoid creating too much foam. Next, strain to remove seeds and create 200 milliliters of fresh guava juice. Add 1 to 2 teaspoons of fresh lime juice and 150 milliliters of plain sparkling water. Stir gently to preserve those satisfying bubbles, then serve immediately. The key to maximum kidney protection is drinking this within minutes of preparation. Once you add the sparkling water, those protective antioxidants start losing their potency. When selecting guavas, choose fruits that yield slightly to gentle pressure but aren't mushy. They should have a sweet, tropical fragrance that you can smell without bringing them close to your nose. Avoid guavas with dark spots, cracks, or overly soft areas. The skin color can range from green to yellow, depending on variety, but the fruit should feel substantial for its size. For sparkling water, choose plain varieties without added flavors, sweeteners, or minerals that might interfere with your kidney health goals. The bubbles should be vigorous and refreshing. One important consideration: guava is naturally higher in potassium than some other fruits. While this isn't a concern for most people, those with advanced chronic kidney disease, stages 4 to 5, should consult their doctor about appropriate portion sizes or frequency of consumption. But save room for our final drink. It's so simple. You probably already have everything in your kitchen right now. 1. Carrot apple ginger juice. This trio has become the gold standard for beginner juicers. The natural sweetness from carrots and apples, brightened by ginger's subtle spice, creates a perfectly balanced flavor that tastes more like dessert than medicine. Carrots bring beta-carotene, the vibrant orange compound that your body converts into vitamin A potent antioxidant. This isn't just about general health. It's about giving your filtering system the cellular protection it needs to stay strong for decades. Plus, the fiber in apples, particularly the pectin in the skin, has been shown to slow kidney disease progression by supporting healthy digestion and reducing the strain on your kidneys to filter toxins. When your digestive system works efficiently, your kidneys won't have to work overtime to clean up metabolic waste. Ginger completes this healing combination with its anti-inflammatory power, as we mentioned before. But in this classic juice, ginger serves another crucial purpose. It balances the natural sweetness of carrots and apples with just enough warmth to create a complex, satisfying flavor that never gets boring. Here's what goes into it. Take 1 medium carrot, 1 small apple, and a 1 centimeter piece of fresh ginger. Wash everything thoroughly. You'll keep the nutrient-rich peels on both the carrot and apple. If using a juicer, feed the ingredients through in order. Carrot first, then apple, finishing with ginger to help push everything through. If using a blender, chop everything into small pieces, add about 50 milliliters of water, blend until smooth, then strain through a fine mesh. For maximum nutrient retention and kidney-protecting benefits, drink this juice within 24 hours of preparation and store it in a glass container in your refrigerator. The vitamin A and vitamin C will gradually degrade when exposed to light and air, so dark glass bottles work best if you're making larger batches. When shopping for ingredients, choose carrots that are firm, bright orange, and free from soft spots or cracks. The best carrots should feel substantial and make a crisp snap when broken. This juice works particularly well as a morning ritual, providing gentle energy and hydration to start your day while delivering concentrated nutrition your kidneys can use immediately. Unlike coffee or caffeinated beverages that can stress your system, this natural combination supports sustained energy. For people managing diabetes, while this juice contains natural sugars from both carrots and apples, the fiber content and relatively small serving size make it generally well tolerated. However, monitor your blood sugar response when first adding it to your routine, and consider having it with a small amount of protein or healthy fat to slow absorption. Preparation tips. And there you have it, 6 simple drinks that could be the difference between healthy kidneys and a lifetime dependency on dialysis machines. Each one works differently, but they all share the same goal: keeping your filtering system strong enough to serve you for decades to come. The difference between good intentions and lasting kidney protection often comes down to making these drinks so convenient that you actually stick with them. Smart preparation isn't about spending hours in the kitchen. It's about setting up systems that make kidney-healthy choices the easiest choices. Start with a flavor layering system that transforms your evening routine. Make concentrated bases like ginger honey syrup or turmeric coconut paste in small batches, then store them in your refrigerator for quick assembly. A tablespoon of concentrate plus fresh ingredients means you're never more than 2 minutes away from kidney protection, even on your busiest days. Consider frozen portion cubes for ingredients that blend well. Pour fresh coconut water into ice cube trays or blend watermelon and freeze it in small portions. Each cube becomes a pre-measured serving that eliminates guesswork and reduces waste. This approach works particularly well for our tropical drinks that don't store well after preparation. For ingredients that ripen at different rates, try this ripeness hacking. Buy apples and pineapples slightly underripe, then place them in paper bags with a ripe banana. The ethylene gas from the banana speeds ripening, giving you a steady supply of perfectly ripe fruit instead of everything going bad at once. The extraction maximization principle recognizes that different ingredients release their beneficial compounds at different speeds. Apple cinnamon water benefits from overnight infusion, while carrot apple ginger juice should be made fresh each time. Understanding these timing differences helps you batch prep the right drinks while keeping others optimally fresh. Prevent cross-contamination and staining with simple color coding. Use yellow or glass containers for anything with turmeric, clear glass for light-colored drinks, and designate specific equipment for strong flavors like ginger. This small organizational step prevents your kidney protective routine from turning into a cleaning nightmare. Top 6 low-potassium fruits to heal kidneys and avoid dialysis, CKD friendly. You're eating fruit, healthy fruit, but suddenly the doctor says, "Your potassium is high. Watch out, or you'll be heading toward dialysis." Wait, what? Yes. When you're living with chronic kidney disease, or CKD for short, even something as innocent as a banana can push your kidneys over the edge due to its potassium content. Every day you choose the wrong fruits, you're unknowingly accelerating kidney damage that can't be undone. We know how exhausting it is, but here's the good news. There are fruits that are naturally low in potassium, delicious, and safe to eat, even if your kidneys are working part-time these days. Here's what many doctors don't tell you. Fruit still plays a vital role. Eating more fruits and veggies can really help protect your kidneys, and not just for people who already have CKD. In a 2021 study tracking over 14,000 US adults for almost 20 years, people who ate fewer fruits and vegetables, under 2 servings per day, had a 45% higher chance of ending up with kidney failure, where dialysis is often required for survival, than those who ate the most. In the next 25 minutes, we'll go through the top 6 low-potassium fruits, plus the exact serving sizes that keep you safe, that can help preserve the kidney's remaining function for as long as possible. That could be the difference between living your life and living in fear of the next dialysis session. No gimmicks. No mystery berries from Mars. Just real fruit. Real science. Because when you have CKD, it's not about giving up fruit. It's about choosing the right fruits in the right amounts. 6. Lemons. 80 milligrams potassium per fruit. When doctors talk about low-potassium fruits for CKD patients, they're referring to fruits containing less than 200 milligrams of potassium per serving. That's the sweet spot where you get maximum healing benefits without overwhelming kidneys that are already working overtime. Why does this matter? Because damaged kidneys can't filter excess potassium efficiently, leading to dangerous heart rhythm problems that could land you in the emergency room. Half a fresh lemon contains just 80 milligrams of potassium, well within the safe zone for even advanced CKD patients. Beyond potassium, lemons are remarkably kidney-friendly across all minerals that matter. They contain virtually no sodium, just 1 milligram per fruit, minimal phosphorus, 9 milligrams, and are naturally oxalate-free. But lemons aren't just safe, they're actively healing your kidneys in ways that could prevent dialysis. Here's the science that could save you thousands in medical bills. Lemons contain the highest citrate levels of any fruit, and citrate is kidney stone's worst enemy. This powerful compound works like a molecular bodyguard, binding to calcium before it can crystallize into painful stones. The kind of sharp, excruciating pain that sends many to the ER at 3 a.m. Stone prevention is just the beginning. The vitamin C in lemons acts as a potent antioxidant, creating a protective shield around your kidney cells against the daily toxic assault that slowly leads to organ failure. To let this fruit quietly care for your kidney, squeeze half a fresh lemon into a glass of warm water as the first thing in the morning, about 20 to 30 minutes before breakfast. The timing matters. Your digestive system is quiet and ready to absorb these healing compounds without interference from other foods. If the tartness bothers you, add a small drizzle of honey, but keep it minimal. You want the benefits, not the blood sugar spike. When shopping, choose heavy lemons with bright, firm skin. They contain more juice. Store them at room temperature for about a week, or in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 weeks. Here's a money-saving trick. When lemons go on sale, buy in bulk and freeze the juice in ice cube trays. Each cube becomes a perfect single serving. A gentle reminder. Always use a straw or rinse with plain water afterward. That citric acid that makes lemons so effective for your kidneys can be tough on tooth enamel over time. 5. Cranberries. 44 milligrams potassium per half cup. Every urinary tract infection that reaches your kidneys leaves permanent scars. Each infection brings you closer to that dialysis chair, and cranberries help stop infections before they can start their destructive journey. At just 44 milligrams of potassium per half cup, cranberries are among the safest fruits for all CKD stages. Plus, cranberries excel in all the categories CKD patients worry about. Extremely low sodium, 1 milligram per half cup, minimal phosphorus, 6 milligrams, and low oxalate content, 4 milligrams. And safety isn't their only superpower. These tart little berries contain A-type proanthocyanidins, specialized compounds that work like nature's nonstick coating for your urinary tract. Those proanthocyanidins prevent harmful bacteria from sticking to the walls of your bladder and kidneys, significantly reducing your risk of urinary tract infections, or UTIs for short. Every UTI you prevent is another step away from the kidney scarring that makes dialysis more likely. For optimal kidney protection, enjoy half a cup of fresh cranberries daily. That's only 20 to 35 cents worth of prevention. Add them to morning oatmeal, toss them in salads, mix into kidney-friendly yogurt, or blend them into CKD-friendly smoothies with other low-potassium fruits like apples or blueberries. If you prefer juice, choose 100% pure, unsweetened varieties. When shopping for fresh cranberries, look for ones that bounce when dropped, a sure sign of freshness. They should have shiny red skin with deeper red, indicating more concentrated beneficial compounds. Fresh cranberries last up to 2 months refrigerated, or you can freeze them for year-round kidney protection. One important note: cranberries may interact with blood-thinning medications like warfarin, potentially increasing bleeding risk. But this usually only occurs with excessive consumption, over a liter of juice daily or megadoses of extracts. Normal dietary amounts are generally well tolerated and safe. And hey, if this feels helpful so far, let us know you're out there by tapping that like button. It tells us to keep making content just like this. 4. Watermelon, 170 milligrams potassium per cup. With 92% water content, Watermelon works like nature's gentle dialysis machine, supporting your kidney's natural cleansing process without the harsh effects of medical interventions. Despite being a melon, watermelon contains significantly less potassium than its relatives like cantaloupe or honeydew. 1 cup of watermelon contains 170 milligrams of potassium, still comfortably within the low potassium range that makes CKD patients and their doctors happy. Also, this summer fruit is virtually sodium-free, 2 milligrams per cup, very low in phosphorus, 11 milligrams, and containing only 1 milligram of oxalates per slice. Watermelon contains L-citrulline, which helps improve blood flow to your kidneys, ensuring they receive adequate oxygen and nutrients for optimal function. Better circulation means better filtration, the kind of efficiency that keeps dialysis appointments off your calendar. A 26-year study following over 7,600 adults with CKD discovered that people with higher blood lycopene levels, the compound that gives watermelon its beautiful red color, had a 22% reduced risk of death from any cause. This protective effect applied to all stages of CKD. Now we understand why watermelon is such a smart choice. 2 cups of watermelon daily during peak season, July to September, provides optimal hydration and antioxidant benefits. Eat it fresh as a morning snack, blend it into kidney-friendly agua fresca with mint, or freeze chunks to use as natural ice cubes in your water. Don't discard the rind and seeds. They're packed with additional antioxidants that support both kidney and liver detoxification. When shopping for watermelon, look for a creamy yellow ground spot where it sat ripening in the field. Choose melons that sound hollow when tapped and feel heavy for their size. Whole watermelons provide better value than pre-cut options while ensuring you control freshness and preparation. A few gentle cautions. If you're on dialysis with strict fluid restrictions, that beneficial high water content requires careful monitoring. Also, the natural sugar content means diabetic CKD patients should factor it into their daily carbohydrate allowance. 3. Pineapple, 180 milligrams potassium per cup. Most tropical fruits are completely off limits for CKD patients. Too much potassium, too much risk. But pineapple shatters every rule. At just 180 milligrams of potassium per cup, it's the tropical fruit that actually protects your kidneys instead of threatening them. Plus, pineapples provide you with very low sodium, 2 milligrams per cup, minimal phosphorus, 13 milligrams, and moderate oxalate levels, 7 milligrams. While not oxalate-free, the levels are low enough to be safe for most CKD patients, including those with stone history. Here's what makes pineapple special for kidney care. It contains bromelain, a natural enzyme that reduces inflammation throughout your entire system. In 2008, researchers discovered that bromelain can reduce the inflammatory marker IL-8 by up to 40%. For your kidneys, this translates to less tissue irritation, better filtration, and reduced risk of the inflammatory damage that gradually leads to organ failure. The vitamin C content delivers 103% of your daily needs in just 1 cup, creating a powerful antioxidant shield around your kidney cells. Unlike other sweet fruits that spike blood sugar and stress your organs, pineapple's natural enzymes actually help stabilize glucose levels instead of disrupting them. For optimal kidney protection, enjoy half a cup of fresh pineapple chunks about 30 minutes before breakfast. This timing allows the bromelain to work without food interference, while providing sustained energy and antioxidant protection throughout the day. You can also blend it into kidney-friendly smoothies with other low-potassium fruits like apples or berries. When selecting pineapple for kidney health, choose fruits with golden color at the base and leaves that pull out easily, signs of perfect ripeness. The flesh should smell sweet and tropical. Avoid green pineapples or those with soft, dark spots that indicate over-ripeness and reduced nutritional value. Always choose fresh over canned varieties. Canned pineapple often contains added sugars that negate the kidney benefits you're seeking. Fresh pineapple stores well in the refrigerator for up to 1 week when cut, or you can freeze chunks for year-round kidney support in smoothies. Important safety note. If you take blood-thinning medications like warfarin, consult your doctor before making pineapple a regular habit. Bromelain can enhance the effects of these medications. Some people also experience harmless mouth tingling from fresh pineapple enzymes. Stop eating if irritation persists. 2. Tart cherries, 173 milligrams potassium per half cup. Tart cherries don't just protect your kidneys, they fight the inflammation that's slowly destroying them from the inside out. Tart cherries are so kidney-friendly. They contain low potassium, 173 milligrams per half cup, extremely low sodium, 0 milligrams per half cup, minimal phosphorus, 15 milligrams, and low oxalate levels. Sweet cherries tend to be higher in all these minerals, which is another reason to choose tart varieties. Plus, tart cherries deliver a high concentration of anti-inflammatory compounds. Anthocyanins work like specialized firefighters, targeting the specific type of cellular inflammation that gradually destroys kidney function and pushes people toward dialysis. Tart cherries can also naturally reduce uric acid levels, helping prevent the gout complications that are common in CKD patients. In a 2014 study with 12 healthy participants, Montmorency tart cherry concentrate significantly reduced serum uric acid levels by 36% and decreased an inflammatory marker by 29%. This dual action of lowering uric acid and reducing inflammation provides direct kidney protection. Tart cherries also contain natural melatonin that supports the deep, restorative sleep your kidneys need for overnight repair processes. For kidney protection, enjoy half a cup of fresh tart cherries several times per week. Evening consumption works particularly well since the natural melatonin supports overnight kidney repair processes. You can add them to plain Greek yogurt for a protein boost or blend them into kidney-friendly smoothies with apples and blueberries. When shopping for tart cherries, look for firm, bright red fruits without soft spots during their peak season of June and July. Frozen tart cherries are available year-round and retain most of their beneficial compounds when flash frozen at peak ripeness. Choose organic when possible, as cherries can carry pesticide residues. Important considerations. The natural sugar content requires monitoring if you're managing diabetes alongside CKD. Start with smaller amounts to assess your tolerance, and always factor tart cherries into your daily carbohydrate allowance if you're watching blood sugar levels. 1. Pears, 116 milligrams potassium per fruit. Sometimes the most powerful medicine comes disguised as something beautifully ordinary. A pear sitting quietly in your fruit bowl might look unremarkable, but it's actually working overtime to protect your kidneys from the toxic buildup that slowly leads to dialysis. Pears are remarkably clean from a mineral standpoint. Low potassium, 116 milligrams per fruit, virtually sodium-free, 2 milligrams, low phosphorus, 12 milligrams, and containing only moderate oxalates, 10 milligrams. This broad safety profile makes them suitable for CKD patients with multiple dietary restrictions. These gentle fruits deliver one of nature's most effective kidney-protecting compounds, pectin fiber. This soluble fiber works like a molecular sponge, binding to harmful substances in your digestive tract and removing them from your body before they ever reach your kidneys. Less work for your kidneys means they can focus on their other vital jobs, like producing hormones and maintaining the delicate chemical balance that keeps you healthy. The quercetin concentrated in pear skin provides targeted anti-inflammatory protection for kidney tissue. When you eat a pear with its skin intact, you're essentially giving your kidneys a targeted shield against the daily assault of toxins and free radicals. What makes pears perfect for CKD management is their gentle nature. The low acid content is well tolerated by even the most sensitive patients, and the natural sweetness satisfies cravings without spiking blood sugar levels that could stress already compromised kidneys. For kidney protection, eat one small pear with skin daily. The timing is flexible, with breakfast for sustained morning energy, as an afternoon snack, or sliced into kidney-friendly salads. The key is consistency and always eating the skin, where most protective compounds concentrate. You can pair pear slices with a small amount of almond butter for protein and healthy fats that slow sugar absorption. When selecting pears for kidney health, choose fruits that yield slightly to pressure at the stem end, but aren't soft throughout. Different varieties like Bartlett, Anjou, and Bosc all provide similar kidney benefits. Choose based on taste preference and availability. Ripen them at room temperature, then refrigerate for extended storage. One gentle caution: the high fiber content might cause initial bloating if you're not used to eating high fiber foods. Start with half a pear if you're sensitive, and gradually increase as your digestive system adjusts. This temporary adjustment period is normal and usually resolves within a week of consistent consumption. Essential safety guidelines. Now that you know which fruits can protect your kidneys, let's talk about using them safely. Because even the safest fruits become dangerous when consumed incorrectly. Here's why potassium management matters so much in CKD. When your kidneys are damaged, they can't filter excess potassium efficiently. This leads to hyperkalemia, dangerously high potassium levels that can cause irregular heartbeats and even cardiac arrest. But the opposite is also dangerous. Too little potassium can also affect heart function. It's a delicate balance that requires careful attention. Your individual potassium target depends on your CKD stage, current lab values, and medications. Current medical guidelines recommend 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams of total daily potassium for most CKD patients, significantly lower than the 4,700 milligrams recommended for healthy adults. This isn't just a suggestion. It's a safety requirement that could save your life. But this is just a general guideline. This information can be a helpful starting point, but when it comes to CKD, everyone's body is different. That's why it's so important to work with your doctor or kidney care team to find the right plan for you. Even fruits from our safe list become problematic in large amounts. The golden rule: portion size matters more than fruit selection. Half a cup is about the size of a tennis ball. For daily limits, stick to 2 to 3 total servings from this list, spread throughout the day. Keep a simple food diary initially to track your total potassium intake. It's easier than you think to accidentally exceed safe limits when you're eating multiple fruits, vegetables, and other foods containing potassium. Stage-specific recommendations matter enormously. CKD stages 1 and 2 generally allow normal consumption of these low-potassium fruits without restriction. Stage 3 typically requires monitoring potassium levels, but usually doesn't need limits with proper portions. Stages 4 and 5 require strict portion control and regular lab monitoring to ensure safety. Dialysis patients need to coordinate fruit intake with their treatment schedule and fluid restrictions. Here's what's absolutely dangerous, even with safe fruits. Fruit juices concentrate potassium without providing beneficial fiber. Even safe fruit juices become risky when you drink normal serving sizes. Dried fruits concentrate minerals by 5 to 8 times normal levels, making even small amounts potentially dangerous. Large portions of any fruit can spike potassium levels unexpectedly. Fruit cocktails combine multiple fruits plus added sugars, creating double trouble for CKD patients. Conclusion: the most powerful kidney protection doesn't come from perfect adherence to a complicated protocol. It comes from simple, consistent choices that fit seamlessly into the life you're already living. Weekly rotation prevents boredom while maximizing variety. The key principle to remember: your kidneys didn't accumulate damage overnight, and they won't heal overnight either. But with patient, persistent care using these affordable, accessible fruits, you're giving them the best possible chance to stay strong for decades to come. A morning glass of lemon water, a pear with lunch. A handful of cranberries as an afternoon snack. These aren't dramatic lifestyle overhauls. They're gentle additions that could transform your kidney health while fitting seamlessly into your current routine. Note that the beauty lies not in any single fruit, but in how they work together to create comprehensive kidney protection. With CKD patients, portion size matters more than perfect fruit selection. Start with 1 or 2 fruits that appeal to you most. Try them consistently for a week and notice how your body responds. Then maybe add variety with other options from our list. While diet cannot reverse existing kidney damage, consistent adherence to kidney-friendly choices like these can substantially delay dialysis initiation. Potassium management is a complex part of CKD care that benefits enormously from professional guidance. Don't hesitate to seek expertise from a renal dietitian. It's the smart way to protect both your heart and your kidneys while maximizing the benefits of these healing foods. Start with 1 fruit from this list today. Work with your healthcare team. Give your kidneys the fighting chance they deserve. Your future self will thank you for every small, consistent choice you make. We want to thank you for being here, for listening, for having the courage to embark on this journey of discovering what truly benefits your health. A journey that isn't easy, but is worth more than anything else. Hit the bell icon and turn on all notifications so you never miss a life-saving video. The sooner you spot kidney issues, the more you can do to keep things under control. If you're unsure about your kidney health and haven't been in a good shape recently, check out the video on the screen. Here, we cover all the possible symptoms, helping you spot kidney failure and take action effectively if needed. See you there. Stay informed, stay healthy.